Hello and welcome to Board Game Gumbo. Today we're unboxing Azul Summer Pavilion by Next Move Games. So I believe this is the third Azul game. And one of the things I like about the Azul games is that there's always a progression. So there's some changes to this one that I think are for the better. Azul plays 2 to 4 players in about 30 to 45 minutes. We got a very light rule book here. If you don't already know how to play Azul, it's pretty straightforward. You're either going to take tiles from one of these little palettes, or you're going to take the tiles in the center of the table of a particular color, at least. And then you're going to be using those tiles to build out your tableau on your player board. So a little short rule book there. Here's our main player board. It's not quite cardboard. It's basically like thick cardstock. And it is double-sided, although I don't really see any difference between them. So a couple of the changes for Summer Pavilion is this wild track here. So these are the rounds that you'll be playing. And in each round, one color will be wild. So in round 1, purple will be wild. And round 6, red will be wild. And obviously when you have pull a tile and it's of that color, you can put it on any tableau you want. Also, this center track here will be filled up with random tiles from the bag. And as you complete objectives, as you see over here on your player board, you'll be able to pull tiles from this center one. And then we have all the scoring here. So you'll score bonus points if you fill up these tableaus on your board by the end of the game. And then down here, if you complete all the spots of a particular number, so all the ones will score you 4 extra points. And obviously you see the score track around the side. So then we have our player boards. So each player board does have a color on it. They're maybe a little hard to distinguish. This game is so colorful for them to have these 4 kind of bland player colors. Maybe they didn't want to detract from the board, but you have your player colors here to track your scoring token, obviously, but otherwise they're all the same. These boards are double-sided, and these are much thicker chipboard stock than the main board. So double-sided boards there. Again, here are these little symbols that you saw on the scoring board. So once you completely surround one of these symbols, you'll get those extra tiles, whether it's both of these to unlock 3, all 4 of these will unlock 2, and then these here will unlock 1. These tiles are also numbered. We can get a little closer there. I don't know if you can see it very well. And this is the amount of tiles you need to place a tile there. So to place a red tile here, you actually have to have 6 red tiles. And then you would discard 5 of them and 1 of them would sit there. You also have a center area where you can put any color, essentially. And you also have, on the corners here, you have areas where you can reserve tiles between rounds. So you can hold over 4 tiles between rounds. Here we have our punch board. So we got a couple tokens if you ever go over 80 points. And then our little tables here where our tiles will go on that you'll select from on a round. I really like this, the organizer here. They put this in nicely. It fits very well. So that's nice. This little tower over here it looks nice. All you really use it for is for discarded tiles. So again, like I said, if you want to put down a red tile on the red 6 spot, you have to have 6 red tiles. Well, the 5 extra get thrown into this tower. So you could have just thrown it in the box, but they give you this tower anyway for you to use. And it does look nice. Our tiles ourselves, which is usually one of the highlights of Azul, are obviously a different shape than the rest of the Azul. And this one's got a hole in the bottom, so I keep losing tiles. But like with most Azul games, these tiles are very chunky, very nice, thick. You're not going to have any problems, I don't think, with them over the long term. There are several tiles that have no symbols on them. So the red and the purple, they don't have anything on them. The yellow, but then you get to these other tiles and they do have symbols on them. And from what I understand, this is essentially to help people with color blindness, which, you know, somebody in our group has. So it's definitely something that we appreciate. For instance, if you had trouble differentiating reds, you know, this orange and this red might be really hard for you to tell one from the other. So the orange specifically have the symbol on it, so you know which are which is nice. It's nice that they think about that, especially with a game that's so based on color. And then we have our bag, very large Azul bag. And that's it. That's everything you get in a copy of Azul Summer Pavilion from Next Move Games.